Hello Leos, and welcome to the Angel Cooperative channel. And this is for your October 2019 monthly tarot horoscope. So thank you for joining us this month. Also, if you are new to the channel, welcome. And if you are a subscriber, welcome back, and thank you so much for tuning in. All right, so I'm going to connect with all Leo energy for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign for the month of October 2019. Also, just keep in mind, this is a general reading, so it might not necessarily resonate with everyone. So if you would like to also check out the other signs in your chart, you can see those readings as well. Okay, so let's see what's going on for Leo this month. Also, just wanted to let you know there's, for October this month, we also have a full moon coming in on October 13th, and we have the new moon at the end of the month on October 28th. So keep in mind, when you want to do your rituals, or, if you are very aware of the moon cycles, it's just so that way you can keep note of those dates. All right, and I'm going to be using the 8 Coins Tattoo Tarot. I love this deck. Using it this month because I just love the energy from this deck, and I also love the imagery. It just feels like kind of fitting for the month of October, so I'm excited about that for you guys. All right, let's cut the deck. Let's see what's coming in for Leo this month. All right, the overall energy we have is the 7 of Swords, All right, Leos, let's see what's going on with you guys. I'm just looking over your cards. Let's see what's coming in for Leo this month. And we, excuse me, we also have the overall energy of the Sun, along with the 7 of Swords for the month of October. All right, well, I'm also going to pull some runes for you guys. I'm adding these to my readings. The first time I'll be using them. I love their energy of the runes and how they also add some clarity to the cards that come out. Okay, so let me just see. These two actually landed here, so interesting. And then this one just skipped over there. Let's see what's going on. Okay, Leos. I'm just feeling like you guys are dealing with some like sneaky, you're dealing with some sneaky people this month. I don't know what's going on with you guys. There is some negative energy coming in this month. But with the 7 of Wands, 7 of Swords, you could be actually feeling like you are, you're dealing with some, it could be battle of wits, or just like dealing with having to, with the Sun, and the 7 of Swords. It's an interesting mix because your overall energy this month is kind of dealing with getting clarity, but also having the upper hands. It's almost like, using your words to defend yourself, and also to make yourself look better in this light. Like you're making yourself look like better with your words, or just having it out in discussions. This could be, I don't feel necessarily arguments. It could just be more about discussion. It's almost like you are having to use your knowledge and your wit in order to deal with certain situations that are going to be coming up in this month. Definitely feel like there is this energy of you having to really strategize. I do feel like there is a little bit of strategizing this month. I do see that, and I do sense it. Especially at the beginning of the month, because you have the devil reversed along with the ship. And the devil reversed is all about, not giving into temptation, and actually, sailing towards the things that you want to do, and really putting in some movement and some effort towards making some changes, positive changes. I do feel like you're trying to step away from some negative behaviors. It could be your own, but I do feel like for some of you, for Leo, you are dealing with some people with some negative energy around you. But the thing is that you're not having it, especially at the beginning of the month. It's like you're not having it. You're not going to entertain it. It's kind of like you're setting off in the direction that you want. You're not allowing other people's negative opinions and behaviors, and you're not allowing them to control you. So it's good, because you're definitely a very strong sign. You're not one to let people have the upper hand too quickly. You definitely know how to stand your ground, and you definitely know what it is that you want, and what you're determined to go after the things that you want. Especially with this rune. This rune is all about going after, determining your path, and going after things. It's like knowing what it is that you want and going after it. So I do feel like this is coming into play this month for you guys. And you're definitely being smart about how you are presenting yourself. It really is important how you are presenting yourself to others, and also how you are, you're very careful. And I do feel like you're very careful with your words. You're very, for me, I do feel like you're strategizing. You're actually really thinking about what it is that you need to do, and how you're going to present yourself, and not wanting to let people and their negative opinions control you. And we have the 10 of Wands reversed, along with the star card, which the 10s are all about endings and completion. And I do feel like something that you have been dealing with has come to an end. This could have been something from maybe last month's energy, or it may be something that you're looking to finish off and have come to an end, because you're really focused on your goals. You're really focused on what it is that you want for yourself. Leo is really determined and motivated in October to, it's like you want to put an end to certain things that have created a lot of distress, and things that have been a heavy burden, or have it's like a reoccurring cycle that you just want to have it stop. I definitely feel like for some of you, this is something that you need to put to an end in order to walk towards what it is that you really want to bring into your life. And you're definitely wanting to put an end to this energy of feeling like you have to carry on a burden and you don't want to be carrying this burden anymore. This could be with relationships, this could be career-wise, and this could be in situational for, you know, each of you Leos in a different way and however it resonates for you. I do see, you know, going after like the second week of October, we have the Three of Cups. And, you know, the Three of Cups is definitely about social gatherings, surrounding yourself with people, maybe getting yourself out there a little bit more. Definitely not an isolating energy. I do feel like you're wanting to get yourself out there. Maybe mingling, getting to know people. You have the garden here. So it's definitely, it could even mean that you're getting out more, like getting outside, enjoying the outdoors a little bit more. Also, it might just be, you know, you're going to celebrations, you're going to be going to parties, you're going to be going to social gatherings. There is going to be a little bit more of a social aspect towards the middle, like the second week. But I do see we have two runes, which interestingly enough fell on these cards. We have the movement rune, which is all about moving forward, and I do feel like you're motivated to move forward, and especially with these social gatherings and like this social aspect, you're feeling good about yourself, and you're wanting to like get yourself out there, surrounding yourself with those, you know, the Three of Cups is also surrounding yourself with those that are your support system, like kind of like your inner circle too. I also have the protection rune. So this also makes me feel like there is going to be a need for you to protect yourself, especially from these negative energies that have been around you. There are some people or some situations that, especially the things that have been needing to come to an end. So I do sense that you are going to have to be maybe just a little bit more cautious, maybe more protective towards yourself, and also towards your possessions and towards the things that you have, maybe even your assets or your money. I do sense with the Three of Cups, it might even be like protecting yourself against some negative energies and some people that you might come into contact in the second week of October. So just be mindful of that. I do, you know, when you want to protect yourself, you also maybe want to, you know, you might want to sage yourself, or you might even want to wear protection stones like black obsidian, shungite, or black tourmaline. Any of the darker colored stones typically are a little bit more of a protection stone. So especially when you get the protection rune, I always feel like that maybe this is not a bad time for you to be wearing it, especially during the second week of October. We also have the Five of Swords coming in, and the birds. So yeah, birds are also about communication, about surrounding, being social. And I do feel like there may be some conversation, and also because, you know, you also have the Five of Swords is all about communication and conversation, and you know, having to, I do feel like there is going to be a lot of especially with the Seven of Swords as your overall energy, and then you have the Five of Swords here. It's going to be a lot about there's going to be some conversations going on, especially during the second week of October. There's definitely going to be some feeling of where you're going to have to, it's almost like you have to make a situation right. I don't know why that's coming through. And like, you know, maybe to there might be some people who just love to, I just feel like sometimes some people might have that negative energy where they spread rumors. So you just want to it's almost like you're trying to prevent the rumors from spreading. So you're you know, speaking your truth. And I do feel like this is coming in on the second week of October. And we also have the Gateway, which is interesting. Gateways is all about sudden changes and going from one extreme to another. I do feel like during the second week, this is going to be kind of like the gateway week where you're going to be stepping into this change. And definitely you're going to be taking the initiative to make changes, which is going to be really good. I do feel, very positively about the changes that are going to be coming through. Sometimes, the gateway can mean destruction. It's kind of like the Tower card, but in the runes for me. I do feel like this gateway is kind of like, it's conflict. It could be dealing with conflict or handling conflict and kind of, having a way of using truth, especially with the Five of Swords here, like trying to speak your truth and use your, and justifying your actions. Also, I do feel like there is almost like you're having to justify things that are going on in your life. And I do sense that this is going on for a lot of you, especially with the birds energy here. Coming into the third week of October, we have the what is this? The Four of Pentacles reversed. So Four of Pentacles reversed is also about holding on to things a little bit too tightly. It could also mean that you're very guarded. You're also feeling like you have to protect yourself. Yes, definitely a very protective energy. And I do feel like there is going to be a sense of wanting or needing to protect yourself from somebody or some situation. I do, especially with the snake here, I do feel like there is somebody or there is a group of people that may be a little bit sneaky, maybe a little bit, I do sense it's like, very manipulative behavior. It's like where you're having to protect yourself against this. I do feel like this is carrying over, and it's interesting, yes. But the thing is, what? You're definitely feeling confident about yourself, regardless of all this like negativity that might be going on around you, where you feel like you need to protect yourself. Well, you do have the Wheel of Fortune reversed, and it's all about feeling stuck, or maybe things are not moving ahead towards what you want right now. But you do have the Lady here paired with the Wheel of Fortune, and the Lady, she's very confident and she feels pretty good about who she is, and also, she has, not just beauty, but she also has wits about her. She's very confident. She's very, she's empowered, and she's also not one to back down. Like she's a very confident, woman. Like she feels good about herself. She's not afraid to stand her ground, but she's also, feeling like a little bit stuck in a situation, like not knowing how to move, not knowing how to proceed, or not knowing how to move the wheel forward so that way the momentum can keep going. We also have the rune of, this is the rune of opening. So this is more about having the power to create your own reality, and also having, it's like you have the power over like whatever the situation is. And, this rune is all about, sensuality too. The woman is, she's desired and definitely maybe sought after by, you could be sought after for quite a few people. I mean, you definitely, there are energies coming towards you where you're feeling like you're sought after, but the thing is that you have the control over the situation, and you have, it's almost like the upper hand, and you also, it's really like the ball is in your court, kind of like that feeling. And you have, even though the Wheel of Fortune is reversed, I do feel like you have the power of switching the Wheel of Fortune around. It's really up to you and how you want to control the situation. And I do sense that that's going to happen, because we do have the Six of Cups here along with the Clover. And the Six of Cups, this could also be somebody from your past coming back in. This could also be energy surrounding children or memories, but I do sense that you could even have somebody coming towards you from your past. As you see, these two are looking towards each other. They're like almost like rekindling something, or some emotions are coming back from the past of how you feel about each other. And this is, definitely coming towards the end of the month. I do see where there is going to be a sense of where there might be some communication, or maybe somebody's going to be telling you how they feel about you. And there is a lot of the clover this is something that makes you feel good about yourself. It's definitely going to make you feel like things are moving in a different direction. Things are changing. You're having somebody who actually has is being like emotionally connected to you. So it does feel good. It's very good, healthy energy. It also could be connection, with somebody that is even somebody in a childhood that you grew up with. So I do feel like that could even be not necessarily a love connection. It could also be somebody from your childhood that you're reconnecting with. So it does feel good because you have the clover here. And also you have the Seven of Wands, which is, I do feel like the Seven of Wands is kind of you, it's you not having to, it's like, when the Seven of Wands is reversed for me, I do feel like it's like you're kind of letting down your guard a little bit. And you're definitely being a little bit more open, like the book is open, like you're allowing yourself to open up to the situation, and also to your feelings too. It's like you're opening yourself up to your feelings. As you see, the heart is here. And when it's upright, it's almost like you're standing your ground, you're guarding your heart, you're guarding yourself, you're protecting yourself, you're being very defensive. But when it's reversed, it's like you're opening yourself up more. You're like allowing others to come towards you, and you're not being so guarded. So that's, it's definitely the reverse of it. And I do feel like it's, but the thing is that you do want to be cautious. And the reason why I say this is because we have the Five of Pentacles here as the overall outcome with the heart. I mean, the heart isn't reversed, but the Five of Pentacles can sometimes feel like you're not, it's almost like you're feeling like you're being left out in the cold, like you're not getting treated the way that you wanted, like, or expected. It's like, you're almost like feeling isolated in a way, a little bit. But the thing is, your heart is here. So you definitely feel like your heart is in this situation, but there is a little bit of emotion. As you can see here, she's crying, and she's also feeling like there is, she's a little bit saddened by, changes that have happened. Fives are all about transition, and it's a major obstacles that you have to overcome. And I don't feel like this is absolutely awful. I do feel like maybe this is something like that you have to, it'll make you stronger. It's something that is part of one of your life lessons, but you do have your heart connected to this situation. And the heart is not reversed, so I don't feel like there is like heartbreak over this. I do feel like maybe, having this separation or this isolation is what you needed, actually. So it's like, even though you're opening yourself up and you're allowing something to come towards you, you also need to, take some time to be alone, and take some time to distance yourself from situations that might cause heartache. So you have to be protecting your heart. I do feel like there is a lot about protection this month for you guys. I'm really interested if this is love energy for for Leo. Let's just pull a romance angel card for you guys to see what's going on in the month of October. Let's see what we have for Leo. Yeah. Oh, wow. You know what? This makes a lot of sense. It says, let go of control issues, and it's allow this situation to unfold naturally. So I do feel like, you know, you don't want to, I do feel like you are taking control, but you don't want to control too much. I do feel like you have to let things naturally flow. And I know sometimes, especially Leos, are very fiery, and also you're very passionate. So like you're very excited when something new comes into play, but it's just that you have to let things just flow and happen. It's like you can't force them. I do feel like it's all about not forcing things to happen, to let them flow. Don't have too many expectations in the beginning. Like just let things like happen, and like don't put too much energy into it. Just like be very open-minded and let it just happen. Just let it, just like don't control it. Just let it happen and let it flow. I definitely feel like, you know, especially with the cards that are coming up this month, I do feel like that is very important for you guys to know. It's like a very important message for you guys to hear. Yeah, I definitely feel like there is, you know, maybe you're trying to control things, and you're trying, not that you're micromanaging, like not micromanaging, but more of like you're trying to force things to happen, and you don't want that, because you want things to kind of flow, and you want things to kind of come together, like through serendipity or, you know, fate, and let it just happen the way it's supposed to instead of forcing it. I hope that makes sense for you guys. All right, so I'm going to pull a card from the Find Your Light Inspiration deck. See what message comes through for Leo for October. I do feel like you guys need something really good. Oh, yeah, I do feel this. I do feel this energy for you guys this month. I feel desired, and I do feel like Leo is definitely the object of desire this month. And I do feel like for some of you, this could be multiple people coming towards you. And for others of you, it is one other person. I do feel like some of you might be somebody from your past, but you do feel desired, and you know what? It does make you feel good about yourself. Especially with this lady here in the middle of the reading. And, you know, I do sense, you know, like you do feel desired, but you don't want to force things into play. You like have to let things kind of flow naturally. All right, well, Leo, I hope you guys enjoyed your reading for this month. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and also check out the links below for my my own personal channel where I do my weekly readings, and you can check me out over there as well. And you can also subscribe to me there too. Hit the notification bell so that way you get notifications when I upload new videos. Definitely on here on the Angel Cooperative and on my other channel. And also comment below. I always love to hear how this reading has resonated for you. All right, have a wonderful month, Leos. I love you guys, and I'll see you again next month. Bye.